It's really exciting to be here, actually, and I've had such a wonderful time so far. Let's hope I don't spoil it, shall we? I mean, it was going really well, but now we've hit a roadblock, because there is an issue around boys, and I'm here to tell you that you're not alone, because this is the same all over the developed world. Girls are outperforming boys in virtually everything. And at this point, 98% of the people in front of me are going, yes, okay. But it's an issue, isn't it? Because there are only two areas where boys are massively in the lead. That is the percentage of them that are expelled from school and the percentage of the prison population of under 25s. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but a lot of laddish behaviour is actually a cry for help. Because as far as some boys are concerned, it's far better for them to be seen not to be bothered about winning than entering and not winning. And if they're struggling, very often they'll throw up a smoke screen. Can I tell you a secret? You promise not to tell anybody else. Boys tend to need more praise and encouragement than girls do. You probably worked this out for yourself. But the praise that we give, and we know the reason why, it's because he's so used to getting lots of attention for all the wrong reasons right from the squat. We have to compensate for them. But that praise that we give them must always be very specific to what it is that they've done. If you say, David, you're brilliant, David's no idea where he said he's brilliant, therefore the chance of repeating that is very, very slender. But David, I love the way you've done that. I love what you've done with those words. I think that's really clever. You get the idea, don't you? And never phony either, because boys are onto phony. Michael, that was a stunning response. Michael knew it wasn't a stunning response, and he won't be putting his hand up again. Thank you very much. You know, our boys don't have to get a bad press. Before they're even in school, to be honest with you. You know, well, they're labelled in the street, in the media generally. Well, he's a lad, what do you expect? Boys will be? Boys. No. Boys will be brilliant. Okay? Will you promise me from the moment you leave this cinema today, you will never ever say boys will be boys again? Because you can see what's happened, can't you? Because this stuff is so all-pervading, even as professionals we get sucked into this negative labelling. Are you with me? And I know it's upsetting to think that this might happen to us, you know, and it does without us even noticing sometimes, because you love teaching boys, don't you? You do. You love to see how enthusiastic you get when they grab them with something that interests them. You love their openness, their honesty. You love the sense of fun, the sense of humour. You love the fact they like taking risks. You love the fact they're a little bit more challenging, because that means that it's a little bit more rewarding. And you love their sense of fun, the banter we can have. And we love the fact that every day is a new day for them. Are you with me? It's boys' number one hate in high schools, copying things from books and from boards. You know, I ask them all the time, what's wrong with it? Where's the life, sir? Where's the life, they say. Where's the trees, one boy said to me recently. We're supposed to be an eco school, you know. And then I always ask them, why do you think teachers get you to do this stuff? And do you know what they say? It's because they can't be bothered to teach us. That's their perception. Boys' number two hate, by the way, is not being able to work with their friends. Yeah. I know that shouldn't be contentious. I know some schools have experimented boy-girl seating to raise boys' achievement. No, it raises girls' hackles, is what that does. Boys' number three hate, having to work in silence. One boy said to me, it's like being dead. Superhero play is a big deal in England. But what I really love about the work on superhero play is that it's a brilliant way in to work on social and emotional aspects of learning, as it's known in England. And some of you will know what I'm talking about. There's no doubt that the superhero stuff is why, you know, Project X, as it's called at home, is so successful. It is amazingly successful. And I'm so proud to have been involved with it from the beginning. It's engaged and motivated an awful lot of boys in reading. And, you know, in that it should be celebrated from the treetops. And if you don't know an awful lot about it, you know, make that a part of what you're doing today, because it has made such a tremendous impact. But what I love about superhero play is it's a brilliant way in to looking at social and emotional aspects. For example, I haven't mentioned this yet, but girls do tend to develop language faster than boys. They use between 10 and 30 times as much language in their play. But girls are also far more capable of talking about their finer emotions, because they spent far more time at their mother's knee doing just that. Whilst boys are encouraged to steer away from things related to emotions. Is this familiar? To jeer at things even though they're frightened of them. Certainly by their own peers, but very often by their own fathers. You know, pull yourself together, you're a boy, what's the matter with you? And this horrible, horrible phrase, man up. I hate it. I hate it. The most important work we're doing in our schools today is work on the social and emotional aspects of learning. We have to give those boys the words so they can unclench their hearts. The work that you're doing in terms of developing the language and the literacy of boys isn't just raising their levels, isn't just improving examination statistics. It's about giving them the words so they can unclench their hearts. And it's that love of story, that love of fiction that's going to make the difference. They ain't going to find it in the Guinness Book of Records. I always think about those youngsters for whom nobody's eyes light up, you know, when they go home. I mean, you'll know yourself that when children are loved, they come to school to learn. When they're not loved, they come to school to be loved as well. Our boys will be brilliant. Excellent. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks a lot.